you know, Delsin or main character from Quantum Break, like, it doesn't really, does it benefit them to show that early? Are people going to be like, yeah, Quantum Break, dude, woo?
I think it shows confidence in the game as well. I know you don't like this franchise, but GTA 5 was so like it was just like teasing little bits towards the end that it just, and I think that really sort of got people excited because we hadn't seen anything on that game and it came out and people were buzzing about it.
So you would prefer them to show, are you saying you prefer them to show a lot or not a lot?
I always prefer less trailers and stuff, but I mean, that's what, I don't know, it's hard to say because I think certain games work with, I think like sequels and stuff like Assassin's Creed, I want to see stuff on that because I want to see what they're going to give us, what's new, perhaps where like GTA 5 where it's like once every like 3 years. I'm fine, I trust them so much, I just want you to I'll sort of wait until the game is out, if that makes any sense.
Right, no, that totally makes sense, and I bet some of them are being saved so that they have something new to show at E3. So like my guess would be the reason we haven't seen any Sunset Overdrive is so that they can use it again in their E3 press conference. Sort of similar with Quantum Break and maybe even similar with The Order, that they have something to be like, it's brand new, so that they don't sort of blow their load previously. But it's interesting because, again, like you're saying, so many series now. I mean, we look at November and you can already basically predict Call of Duty and Assassin's Creed. And you know, there's talks that Far Cry 4 is going to be coming out early next year, and it's like, are we just living like it's like Groundhog's Day over and over again?
I mean, even stuff like Dying Light is pretty much DayZ number 3 or something. I mean, it's just, it's not Dead Island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, people criticize Nintendo for Zelda and Mario, but every other company is kind of...
don't go. It's not this.
But they're kind of becoming like that, aren't they? I mean, Uncharted 4 and Assassin's Creed Unity and Halo whatever. And I think all the people who like games now, you know, I saw something that the growth of video games from 2000 to 2012 was just astronomical. And that's very great. But at the same time, it's made things so corporate that there's way less risks being taken, and there's way more sequels than ever before. And you know, it's rare that you get that one-off cool game, something like a Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare or even a Last of Us. I mean, I know they're going to make that into a franchise now, but they have to. Sony's got to be throwing them so much money to do that. You know,
I think they're going to do Garden Warfare again.
You do?
I think that's sold more than they expected, and they're going to be like, yeah, just make another one. Or make DLC or something.
And the DLC plan with that is really, really cool. I don't know how they're making money, but apparently...
Oh, they are.
Someone's
making money.
Somebody's making money, right? Somebody's making money. All right, I saved it for last, but I have to bring up my Nintendo stuff. Yes,
no,
just real quick.
I'm joking.
So Smash Bros had a huge direct, and that's probably the most anticipated game for Nintendo. And there's a bunch of cool details. Charizard and Greninja were announced. They separated Zelda and Sheik and separated Zero Suit and regular Samus. Yep. They brought back Yoshi. There's all these new stages, blah, blah, blah. Game looks beautiful on Wii U. I think the graphics that they're pulling out of that thing are incredible. But enough of that. The important thing I wanted to focus on is their decision to release the 3DS version in the summer and then the Wii U version in the winter, which is like...
Makes sense.
It's backwards. Why would you do that?
Well, I would just release it on the same time. Like release it on day and date. Why not? Do a massive like buzz for it and just have like links between the consoles and just go full on. Like this is the day to get this game like on both versions almost. But.
Yeah, and it would be such a big day if they saved it for like November or December to sort of go against the bigger titles for PS4 and say, hey, you want to buy a Wii U because we've got this massive game. And they still will have that, I guess, but it feels like it kills so much of the hype to have, oh, this is a game that came out 6 months ago for 3DS, and there's 40 million 3DSs out there and 5 million Wii U's. So I understand that like money-wise, it makes sense to push the 3DS version, but it almost makes me feel like they've given up on Wii U.
Apparently the Dreamcast sold more at this point.
Oh my god!
and they actually gave up on the console.
Don't say that.
I think that's what they said. I think someone told me that. If that's wrong, I do apologise, but that's what I've heard.
It's probably close.
Yeah, I mean that's like apparently it's very close, and they shut it down. So they're not confident about a console. I don't think. Is that Nintendo team very small? Because for me, outside of being like a Nintendo guy. It looks like to me they've up-res the graphics, almost like a remaster. No, I'm joking. It's a bit more than that. But it's like they've done like, there's like 15 of the same levels, which they've just changed up to the Wii U graphics, and then they've put new characters in.
Well, I mean, you could say that.
know.
You could say that. I mean, it's a fighting game, so I think there is a lot of rehashing. But I think I might have linked this to you before, but I can show you again. There's a sheet that shows the evolution of the characters through the Smash Brothers line, and I think if you look at that and see the character models from Brawl, which is the Wii version, to now, it's really a big improvement. And I think